What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have to look at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. So guys, we have some interesting things to discuss. Honestly, the past couple of days, we've been kind of going back and forth as to whether or not we would be breaking bullish or bearish. But really what we've been dealing with is pretty much a lot of this sideways consolidation, not really seeing much movement within most of the cryptocurrencies. As you can see currently on XRP, we've pretty much just been trading stagnant. We've actually been forming what appears to be a major ascending fractal off a drop here. You can see a major dump to the downside forming an ascending fractal, which has indefinitely broken sideways. Typically, what we normally see is these have a bearish bias to break downwards, but for the past, I'd say 3 or 4 days, we've been trading sideways. This is where things get interesting. As you guys can see, this screams uncertainty. Trading sideways, we really haven't seen any prices below 38 cents, and we haven't seen any prices above 39 cents. We've been kind of moving around sideways for about a week now, and in between a penny. And you can also notice here that we've been pretty much flatlined out at 50 on the RSI for a long time. Then flash forward, Ethereum on its 4-hour has pretty much been trending sideways. Bitcoin as well, you can see on the 4 hours trending sideways. But I have some even more unique and interesting things to show you guys once we zoom out of the 4-hour charts and I show you the daily, that we are also floating sideways. But as you guys can see, I've tweaked the charts ever so slightly on Bitcoin. We've reversed this from, instead of it being some sort of downtrend here, or symmetrical triangle, we've now formed a descending fractal, and you can see how we've been ping-ponging off of that. And obviously the next thing, usually what happens is we break down. So that's the third movement that we're looking for. We have 2 confirmations, looking for a third. Good chance this is going to cause us to fall lower. But we do have to look at all that. Then when you, include the S&P 500 into this looks extremely bearish too. Also forming an ascending fractal off a dump. You can see major dump to the downside, forming an ascending fractal here. Then we correct lower, and you can see we've just now started to trend below this major uptrend here. As we expected, we've broken through this major support, this major support. Could we tweak it like this? Yeah, we could, and it still wouldn't make much of a difference, but you can see we're pretty much correcting lower. I'd say it's somewhere around that. And now you can see that we've fallen through it here, and the biggest reason is we've broken through our beautiful uptrend here. We have these previous uptrends here, and once we break through, it usually causes a landslide to the downside. You can see here that we've also now broken through this uptrend here, and we have now corrected to the downside as well. So I do expect truly that this to continue to play out and continue to move us lower and lower and lower. Now, with that being said, guys, I do have a lot of information to go over with you today. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, watch the video till the end, subscribe if you haven't already, smash the thumbs up button, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, diving into the technical analysis, top 10 cryptocurrencies show that we're up about 0.37%, but you can see ever since we had a small little dip, we've pretty much been falling stagnant here. For the past couple of days, we have been stagnant, trading sideways. We had a little dip, and here we are floating sideways again. But I want to show you why this is revealing some interesting patterns here. Everything in regards to the past 24 hours has not moved at all. 0.08. You can see Ethereum 0.7. Binance USD, that's not what we can look at. XRP 1.2. Doge 0.2, Cardano 0.4, Polkadot 0.5, DAI is 0.03. Everything is floating sideways. And what I want to show you guys now is these cryptocurrencies. So you guys know clearly that XRP is trending currently outside its ascending fractal here. This is typically a bearish bias, and you can see we're starting to trend out of it, and I truly believe we are headed to dump to 31 cents. Be prepared for that. Reason I believe that is because we're not doing too well when we zoom out to the weekly charts here. You can see in regards to the weekly charts, we've been pretty much trading inside a downtrend, a major weekly downtrend since the beginning. Since April of 2021 here, we've been creating these lower highs continuously, where every time we try to move up higher, every time we swing back up, it's lower than the previous one, every single time. And we form this beautiful downtrend with 6 confirmations. Rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, and here we are doing it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we are with the 6th retest. You can see that we're starting to have a problem right now. You can see that we're starting to get close to retesting this, and the likelihood that we break through it is kind of slim, but truly it's this simple. This is textbook easy how to make money in XRP and in cryptocurrency like this. This is what I plan on doing moving forward here. This is it. It's very simple. If we see the weekly charts that we're on currently close us, the weekly candle on a Sunday, which we have tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, could be this week, could be next week. If we close above this downtrend here in purple, at any point, we start to trend and we close at 42 cents, we close at 44 cents, we close at 43 cents, that would be enough confirmation of a closure of a weekly candle for me to want to buy in, because I then believe we've broken the major downtrend, that we've done nothing but wick above for the longest time here. And we've now confirmed that we're probably going to see a continuation pattern back up to at least 73 cents, at least up to 80 cents, because we're only trading at about 40 on the RSI, which gives us tons of forward momentum to move forward here in regards to the weekly charts, which is very exciting. In regards to the daily here, you can see why I don't believe that's going to happen, why it's so important to wait for the weekly, not the daily, to break. What we're looking for is a weekly candle to break us through all this congestion and this resistance here. If we can break through that, then we'll be able to head up higher. You can see we're flatlined out on 50 on the RSI, another reason why we're waiting patiently for a run to happen. Now, looking at Bitcoin, you can see here, Bitcoin on its 4 hour is forming a descending fractal, breaking lower, stair-stepping pattern, and most likely going to expect to see a correction to the downside off this. What's very exciting is when I jump to the daily. Now, you're starting to see a very interesting pattern. Check this out. For the longest time, you can see Bitcoin on the 30th has broken us into this channel. We've had, right here, 30th. We then had the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and here we are on the 8th, pretty much trending sideways, flatlined out. That's allowed us to trade at 50 on the RSI. Sideways trading, no movement, flatline movement, nothing is happening but flatline trading. This is always a huge sign of volatility. When markets become uncertain like this and the bulls and the bears are, strictly tightened and constricted here, big volume usually comes after that, either a break to the upside or a break to the downside, and that's truly what we're waiting for. You can see here we're flatlined out on the RSI. It's giving us reason to believe a big run is going to come. Are we going to break out? We have the room to 20,000, or are we going to dump lower? That's up for grabs here. We don't know exactly yet, and hopefully we can find out soon here, but that's what we're paying quite a lot of attention on. In regards to the 4 hour, it looks like we're going to dip. We could continue to fall to bottom support, and then we could continue to run. I don't know, but ideally, if we can close a daily above 17.1, that would be enough reason to buy in with expectations of 20K retest. If we don't, and we break through 16 again, I then expect another correction. So 50-50 in regards to trades. We are not stopped out just yet here, but we are getting closer, but we have a little bit of time left before we make any sort of decision here. But we are, still in the profit zone, so I'm not too worried, but I do believe we are going to trend lower. I think everything has a bearish bias as we continue to scale out, and I think it's only going to be a matter of time here. But obviously, we do all of our trades on Bityard, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange I like to use here on the channel. You can buy and sell cryptocurrency. You can leverage trade cryptocurrency. You can short cryptocurrency. You can take profit, stop loss, everything you can think of, leverage, everything is over here. It gives you that option. The best part is they offer, or one of the best parts, is they offer XRP, which not many exchanges allow you to short and long, which is it's incredible that they offer this, and it's what we've been using for over, I believe, almost 2 years now. We've been using Bityard, and they've been nothing but great so far. Obviously, I don't leave money on this exchange because of scares with FTX. I never do that. If you're going to hold money, keep it offline. You have a much better chance of keeping that where it's supposed to be than giving it to them. Not your not your keys, not your coins. Remember that. Don't leave money on exchanges that you're uncomfortable with losing. They also offer a demo account, so if you're not ready yet to use real crypto, you can literally use the demo and just leverage trade using, and pretty much use the website as you normally would, but just using monopoly money here, fake money that you can test your skills with, and then when you're ready, you can go to live. It's that simple. But if you do decide to sign up, which is completely free in the description, just to test your skills and get your foot, dip your toe into the markets here, click mystery box and you'll get free crypto after you sign up, which is also awesome here. Now, moving forward, lastly, looking at Ethereum, and then we'll look at the S&P. Ethereum is also correcting lower. I think it's about time that I can delete what could have been an ascending an ascending fractal and maybe start to draw out potentially a bottom support here. Are we starting to see a descending fractal? I don't know for sure. Maybe it's something like this, very similar to the other markets that we were looking at here. You can see the downtrend here as well. We're starting to see this descending fractal taking shape on the 4 hour charts here, and we are starting to skew lower and slide lower as well here. But we have to be patient here. I do strongly believe that every single thing we are dealing with right now is in a bearish bias here. We're slowly breaking through our support here, where you can see was our triple bottom resistance in the past, and here we are breaking down below it here. This is a major resistance where we typically broke bullish, but now we're having a lot of trouble breaking through that. We're starting to skew lower. We're also flatlined out at 50, so we are waiting for big volume and big movements to happen, and unfortunately, I truly believe that because the S&P just confirmed closing below this beautiful uptrend here, this beautiful uptrend that we've been using since September here, October, into November, now into December. We've just broken down below it here, which is usually a sign of continued correction. So I believe we're either going to pump up today and start to head lower, or we're just going to start to skew downwards from there on out. I do believe we are bearish, and otherwise, I'm still 70-80% bearish in this market, and I do think we are going to continue to drop. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.